Hello, we thought we'd give you a quick update on the first 2 months here in Kuwait. We got some pictures, a couple of videos, and hope you enjoy. For those of you that are not sure where we are, let's take a little trip via Google Earth and see if we can find out where I live. Okay, let's pause it right there a minute. This gives you a little bit of a map of the area. You can see where the little push pin is. That's Kuwait. It's encircled by a little red border or yellow border, and it's about halfway surrounded by Iraq on the north and to the west, and then on the other side of the west and all the way down towards the other south tip is Saudi Arabia. To the south of that is Qatar, and to the north and east on the other side of Baghdad you see Iran. Gives you a little bit of an idea where we are. Now let's pause it again. This gives you a little bit of idea of Kuwait itself. Up on the north of where my house is, you can see a concentrated bunch of dots. That's the center of Kuwait City, where the towers are located that we showed you in the picture. South of my home, you can see a place called Al Hamadi. That's generally in the area where the plant site is that we're building. And now we're zooming right into the house, well, at least as close as I can get without it getting too blurry at the time. But there's where we live. Gives you an idea where in the world we are. Well, I guess a good place to start is where we live. So here's some photos of the house. Well, here's a look at the living room and its new carpets in the dining room area. This is the dining room, and it's new. We just bought a machine-made Oriental rug. We're going to get a handmade one here later for the living room area. Next is Sean's room. As you can see, he likes red. This is the guest room where Jackie will sleep, or any visitors that come. This is the entryway looking from the office back in towards the kitchen, like a area out in front of all the rooms. This is the messy office. We haven't quite got it all set up yet, but we're working on it. This next couple of pictures is the kitchen area. You're going to see one from the left side of the kitchen, and there's the right side of the kitchen. This is the entryway as you enter the front door, looking back towards the kitchen and Sean's room. Well, that pretty well ends all the pictures I've got of inside the house at the moment. We missed one room, the master bedroom, but we'll catch that the next time. This last picture here just shows a sign that points to the little city or area we live in, which is called Adan, which is south of Kuwait City. about halfway between the center of Kuwait and say where the plant site is. So we're about, I would say, 10 miles from the main point of Kuwait City. But well, let's move on to some pictures now just around Kuwait and some of the things we've been doing. These are the famous Kuwaiti towers. They're called the Liberation Towers. One was built right after the U.S. ran Saddam out of here. One of the main things you don't do here is take pictures of government buildings or of especially of U.S. military convoys. Now, Elaine said she did this accidentally out the car window. We're not sure exactly how we got it on the camera and wouldn't admit to it anyway. Just to show you, there are places that are just like home to eat at. I mean, you got Fuddruckers, there's the Hard Rock, so life isn't too bad. Here's a couple typical homes around Kuwait. You can call them subdivisions, I guess. Pretty much all 3 to 4 stories tall, 10,000 square feet. However, this is not a typical home. This is one of the prince's homes, or as the Emir home as they call them. This is a typical mall plus an area outside of the hotel we stayed at, which is the Hilton Resorts Hotel. Elaine and Sean inside the Hard Rock Cafe. And for you shoppers, this is called the Marina Mall, but it's not like the Marina Mall you might find in Houston. This truly is a marina where they pull their yachts in the back and they do a little shopping and then get back on their yacht and sail around some more. Here you have another typical Kuwaiti villa, and then we have another picture, I think, here coming up of one of the prince's houses. And then lastly, here's a picture of the skyline from one angle here in Kuwait. And the last picture of inside Kuwait City is one that Sean says is a picture of the golf tees, Kuwaiti golf tees. This is on the way to the airport. This is one of their cluster of water towers, freshwater towers. Well, this is a collection of pictures at a beach club where the company had a little bit of an outing going. You can see Elaine inside of a huge tent where they set up on the beach, lined it with carpets and spread some food out there, and we had a pretty good time that afternoon. This is not a tent as we know tents for camping. This is a tent for desert dining.